Hey everybody, Giant G here. I want to talk to you guys today about squat, particularly squat form. As the race and riding season dies down, the weather gets crappy, a lot of you are going to end up inside, at the gym or at home, lifting and doing the squat. I mean, who wouldn't want to do the squat? It's such a great exercise. What I'm going to talk about today is just to make sure that you guys have good and proper squat form before you move into weighted exercises, okay? I say this because if you can't perform the squat with just your body weight, you should not be near any kind of external weight, okay? So let's get into it. What we're looking for in good squat form is easy to see, okay? What we're looking for is that the shin angle and the back angle are the same. We don't want them differing from each other, okay? So if somebody goes to squat, I'll show you an example of bad form. If somebody goes to squat and then you see their back start going forward, so this angle and this angle are different, and my back's shooting off this way while my shins are more upright. We don't want to be in that position. We're putting a lot of leverage on our upper body, especially if you have a barbell up here. If I had a bar up on right here on my back and shoulders, and I start going forward, well, now the weight is driving down through here rather than being forced through my body, essentially through here where I want to be. So like I said, I'm going to show you good form now, and if you can get to good form and you can hold it and you can control it, what I suggest from there is you go into like a kettlebell or a dumbbell goblet squat, and I'll show you that in just a second. So if you have good form, so I also suggest get out your phone, your camera, record yourself, what you look like, to make sure that your body is actually traveling through the motion correctly, okay? So when I go to squat, as I go down, I want to try to keep that same angle, okay? So this angle in my back should be the same. I'm controlling this position. I don't want to go down on my squat and then round over, which you'll see a lot of people do, especially if they have the weight on their back, the weight starts pushing them forward. We don't want that. We want to be able to control the squat and just sink down centrally, okay? And you need to be able to control this for a good amount of reps. Like I said, you should be able to do this with just your body weight before you move on to anything else. Okay, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people will go to the gym, they haven't focused or done their homework with their body weight or an even smaller weight. They jump on the barbell and it can lead to injury, severe injury, okay? So let's look at the goblet squat. With the goblet squat, this is your progression from body weight. We're just gonna hold the weight. I'll wrap my fingers through it, okay? I go into my squat stance. And my arms are pretty loose. I'm just trying to keep my shoulders square. I don't want to round forward. Okay, just keep my shoulders square. And from here, I'm going to go right into my good form, squatting down. Okay, I'm not rounding forward. I'm not letting the weight pull me forward. If the weight for some reason is pulling me forward, I'm not keeping my shoulders back. I don't have the musculature to keep my shoulders back, or I'm using too much weight. Okay, that's a sign to reduce the weight. If you're working at home or at the gym, don't be afraid to look at the mirror. Make sure you're keeping good form and good posture, okay? You're not sitting there trying to look at your glorious self. You're just trying to make sure you're doing the exercise right. So this is easier with a kettlebell, but the dumbbell works just as good. Once again, getting into our squat stance, have our shoulders nice and square. We go down and we keep that posture, okay? We don't want to be rounding over at all, okay? Because that is very bad and that'll lead to injury. From there, you can move into the barbell. There's a lot of issues with the barbell. With the barbell, we do need some upper body, some shoulder mobility, range of motion. I see a lot of people who, they might be able to do the regular squat, the goblet squat fine, but then when you put a bar on their shoulders, they run out of the mobility to actually bring their shoulders back and get into a good position. So they end up getting so tight up here that they round when when they go into their squat motion. But that's kind of a whole nother video. But like I said, you need to be able to keep good form and control yourself through the squat motion with just your body weight before you move on from there, okay? Progress safely, progress slowly, there's no rush. Build yourself up properly so that way you're safe and you're going to get really strong. Okay? Thanks for watching and have a great day.